It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orfe and Mr. Nash. Discover your passion and unlock your future.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of the MCTS experience. I'm happy you could join us. Mr. Nash, my partner in crime, is here with me.
Everybody, spring has sprung. It is showtime. The tulips are up. The grass is growing. That means Birdsall's out on the attack on the campus.
Mr. Birdsall is mowing and
horticulturing.
They're going, whatever they do in that program, it looks gorgeous out there.
It's awesome. I love it.
Flowers. He's got stuff in that greenhouse bursting out of the pots.
I love it. I love this time of the year because we start to see the fruit really mature on the vine of our seniors that are moving on, as well as just how far our first year or our academy students just have really come down the pipeline. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a really, really nice year. You can see the finish line at the end, but we're still in that great part of the race where
still got plenty going on.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to hear about it in this episode.
Lots of good stuff going on. Can we get a quick hello to the man behind it all, the brains of the operation?
Let's see if he actually cracks the mic.
He's going to say something right now. I feel it.
Dude,
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big welcome to Nick MacGyver Sikowski. What do you got to say, sir?
Dude, he just was like nothing.
He muted. He pushed mute on purpose.
Listen, he said, "Don't you even come into this house and think that I'm going to jump on that mic. That's for you two guys."
He shook his head so hard the headphones fell off.
All right, hey, here we go.
All right, we're into this episode. Let's get going. The April episode of the MCTS experience. Couple of quick announcements, Mr. Nash, before we get underway. First and foremost, there's a movie night at the Cypex Center on May 6th. That's a Friday night. Students are still voting on the movie. It's going to be very much fun. Very, very nice.
Is producer saying something? He's trying to communicate.
I've just been handed a bulletin. Disney.
The Disney's movie, the movie night's theme
is
Disney.
Not called Disney.
No, he's just tipping you off on the theme. I love it.
Oh, that's the theme of the movie. He's a Disney theme.
Yep.
Fair enough. That's nice. Family friendly. Bring parents. Parents are welcome to come to this. If you're the parent of a student, you're the parent of somebody, in
you can't just
Colorado.
Show up.
You can't just show up.
Get
it has to be
one-way ticket.
One of our own.
Flying to Frontier Airlines around the corner.
What else? What else is another announcement, Mr. Nash?
Well, I'm excited. 33 years ago, I was a student here. District's been open 50 plus years, and we've had prom for about 5, 7, 10 years somewhere in there.
This is a newer thing.
It is a newer thing, and it's really jam-packed. May 14th, Windsor Ballroom. The head count is up to 84 students as of right now, which is awesome.
That's a lot of students.
And that's people really getting that high school experience. We're turning the corner. We're loving it, and kids are pumped on it. So keep an eye out for photos, social media. But prom's going to be on May 14th, 6 to 10 p.m., Windsor Ballroom. Super fun.
Last day to buy tickets, April 29th. Find the Big Ragu.
Big Ragu.
Yeah.
We got him from Laverne and Shirley.
We did. He's here now. It's Carmine. All right, next up on the list of announcements is the CTE luncheon is happening May 10th. Here on our campus. We had to postpone for weather. It was supposed to be this past Tuesday, but
it's going to be a beautiful day.
Better than ever. More time to prep, more time to decorate, more time for our different shops to get together to make this a perfect occasion for counselors, CST people from all over the county.
For them to see and experience it. I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. I think we had a really cool keynote speaker, Scott Needham from Princeton Air is coming.
Yes, he's going to talk about very, very cool stuff about career pathways. In HVAC world. What else? I think there's something for the adult evening school coming up.
Well, no, there's actually, it's perfect segue because Scott Needham's probably going to be at my networking co-op student employer appreciation dinner.
He always hires our kids.
He does.
Yeah.
Princeton Air has a legacy, many other companies. And what we do is when a student engages in an internship on our campus, other schools have senior option, and that's great, but ours is career specific. It's not a job. It's unlocking to see, hey, do I really want to continue my post-secondary life studying this career, whether it be 2 or 4 year college, trade school, union, military, or work in the specific career area and have upward mobility.
We call that career-based employment with upward mobility.
Oh, you stole the words right from me, you son of a
I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Please continue.
So the reality is we invite, once a student goes out on what's known as co-op or CIE, there's a bunch of different acronyms, we putting everybody together. And years ago, it used to be assigned tables, a couple of courses. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And then we had a revelation. thanks to Chef Engel and the culinary team, the hospitality division, they said, hey, listen, let's revamp this. Let's turn it into a networking dinner, a fun celebration to kick off the graduation season. We start at 6. People can get here at 5:06. They can walk in at 6:15. They can come in at 6:30. If they're driving home from work, come on in, sit down, grab a bite. And then we have a theme. And the theme is fun and different every year. This year is heavy metal, smoke and barbecue, fire and brimstone.
Yes. Fire and brimstone, heavy metal barbecue.
Love it. So the reality is I dress up in costume. And once we read the room and we see that everybody's pretty much done dinner, we call dessert. And once I call dessert, I start acknowledging every employer and every student that's present on site. And we give a real quick background about the business and how the student arrived there and something unique about this relationship.
Can I pay you a compliment, Mr. Nash?
Yes, you may.
We did not rehearse this. This is not
Okay.
prompted. All right.
Yeah.
I attended this event,
2019.
the 2019 event. And the event was really spectacular. It's everything you're talking about. We had it out back on that new patio that Mr. Birdsall's built.
Outdoor. Yep.
Worked with the culinary program. Beautiful, right? The culinary folks, the baking and dining folks put together an amazing event. You went out there with a microphone in your hand and nothing else.
Yeah.
And you knew every kid.
Oh, yes.
You knew every employer.
Yes.
You called every one of these people by name. You could talk about the relationship, what the kid was doing.
Yeah.
That's huge. And it was a ton of people.
Yeah.
And you knew the whole deal. So kudos to you, sir. It's very impressive.
I always say to the employers and the students, I'm on, you're off. Because when I do my site visits, I go and visit the students in their career environment when they're working.
Right.
And so often I come in and I read the nonverbals and everything. So normally they're neck deep in their workday. And I just come in, I grab a picture, I talk. Sometimes I spend 45 minutes there. Sometimes I'm there maybe 5-10 minutes. It oscillates all in between. But I always say to them, look, we're off, you're off, I'm on. And then the idea of the character and all that came from our amazing assistant superintendent, Dana Heist-Depew. She fully supports all of us here at the MCTS family. And it's just an awesome event. So if you're an employer or you're interested in partnering with us for co-op or internships, this is how we just say thank you in many ways.
Yeah, and it really is a great event. Speaking of events, a couple more to mention. The adult evening school graduation is May 17th. I believe that is a Tuesday. And that happens at night, 6 p.m., actually at the Kelsey Theater on the campus of Mercer County Community College. Beautiful. And last but not least, the General Advisory Luncheon. That happens May 18th, the very next day. That's here on our SciPac campus.
I'm seeing a lot of food events, a lot of celebrations, a lot of...
we like to eat.
Listen, if I showed you photos of me when I started here years ago, you wouldn't believe it's me. You wouldn't.
You've put it on since you've been here. I think you look fantastic.
Listen, I'm a dad, not a fad, and I'm Mr. Nash, and I'm here for all the students, but just, these luncheons, they add up to you, buddy. That's all we're saying.
They do catch up. I can't resist either. All right. Well, next podcast, we'll have information about graduation and all those things. But
Exciting.
For now, let's get the show on the road. Yeah.
Oh man, this is a heater. This is a barn burner. We got some really.
I love this kid. We got a superstar student of the week coming at you. Coming up next. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And now it's time for Student of the Week.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a super duper exciting guest, student of the week. I want to introduce everybody to Keyair Mims. Hi, Keyair.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
We're very happy you could join us.
I'm happy to be here.
Dude, Keyair is shining like new money.
Yep.
He is an incredible student here.
He's got a glow. He's glowing.
He does. And the neatest part about it is he's glowing the color of gold.
Yeah.
He's shining.
So we have a couple of nice things to talk about. Keyair, first of all, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where's your high school? What things like that.
So I'll go to Nottingham High School.
Okay.
In Hamilton. I got accepted into Johnson & Wales University.
Oh, coming out of the gate hot. Dude, that's awesome.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
That's a strong school too. We've had a lot of students go over there from our hospitality divisions over the years. That's you know it. You're going, you saw it, and that's why you want to be a part of it.
We should mention Keyair's a senior in our baking and dining program with Ms. LaFleur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your counselor over at Nottingham, Keyair?
Miss Chow.
Ramona Chell.
Yeah.
She's my buddy. She's a good egg. We like Miss Chell.
You giving a shout out to Miss Chow?
Yeah.
Darn right. So, what's your favorite thing you've ever made in the bake shop? Because, my dad bod has been known to run on items coming out of your store. And I'm just curious if maybe you made your favorite item is something that I've tasted before.
I don't really have a favorite item.
That. Mm-hmm.
I really do enjoy, when we decorate the cakes. Like, that's my favorite thing.
I love it.
When it comes to decorating the cakes and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
I like.
So cake decorating ranks high on your list.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular handheld dessert that you enjoy making?
I like making pinwheels.
Nice.
Pinwheels. Cookies, everybody make cookies, at home here and there, that's that type of thing.
Amateur hour. That's amateur. That's amateur.
I have to confess, I eat as much baked goods as the next guy, but I don't know what a pinwheel is.
It's like, it's the same dough as like a croissant.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like at the store, you see they got like at ShopRite, the grocery stores by the register, they have like, it's like the stick and it has like the little.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's like that. So it has.
And it's crisp. It's like an elephant ear.
Yeah.
You know how I'm dropping it.
Nash knows all the pastries. Nash knows all the pastries.
Dude, I do love pastries. I love the sweets and treats. But what drew you to baking? How soon did you start baking? Do you have any early memories as a child, or is it something you bumped into later on in your high school career?
It was kind of like a thing that I kind of bumped into. Like when I first joined, the Mercer County Technical School, I had wanted to do the culinary. So, I did an orientation in culinary, a little time went on, and there weren't enough spaces for me to do culinary. So they told me you could do the next best thing, and that's baking and dining. So I was like,
let me check that out.
Yeah, I'll just give it a try. And then I got it a try, and I got in there, and then...
And you liked
just
it.
Been going.
Oh,
Dude,
that's wonderful.
Isn't it cool how fate plays its hands? I mean, Mick, you do the admissions, and Keyair, we're hearing your story. Kids often stumble upon a program, and all of a sudden they're like, "Man, this is really cool. I love it." And it's a win. So
I'm glad. Frankly, I'm glad it worked out that way for you, Keyair. And so the other piece of good news we got to discuss is. You're a SkillsUSA finalist, a national
top 3 in the state.
Top 3 in the state.
He's ranked second in the state, but he's going to represent the state of New Jersey at the national competition in Atlanta, Georgia.
You're not just representing Mercer County Technical Schools, the whole state.
State of New Jersey.
That's pretty phenomenal. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And it's restaurant services. So what's neat about, for anybody listening, maybe it's a parent, a student, a friend, or whoever.
Sure.
We have students that are enrolled in programs, and there's contests in SkillsUSA. Picture like a fraternity of opportunity of demonstrating your proficient career area of study. So in baking and dining, students compete in baking, and they also compete in front of the house restaurant service, because front of the house restaurant service is an art and a skill and a career. There are career waiters and waitresses in the United States that make huge money, and they love thriving doing it. Now, you were drawn to that. And you competed against how many?
It was supposed to be 10 of us, but it was only 6 of us.
Okay. Well, hey, they were so scared that you were coming that 4 didn't show.
They said, "Oh God, Keyair's coming to this.
Keyair's coming.
I'm out.
Dropping a hammer. Dropping a hammer."
Where was the competition, Keyair?
It was in Sussex County Technical School.
That's a long way away.
2 hours.
Yeah, okay.
2 hours. You had to get up Saturday morning, be at Ass and Pink at 6:15 a.m.
Yeah, early in the morning.
Okay.
Dude, was it tough Friday night going to bed?
Nah, it wasn't.
I have a question. So one of the days, the listening audience probably knows this already, but Mr. Orfe waited tables for a number of years. So what you were practicing?
You got a little background on.
Yeah. I came in one day and you were working with Ms. LaFleur. So tell me in your own words what the competition was like. Like, what did they have you do? Did you serve a real dish? Did you have to recite specials? Did you have to?
Yeah.
What did you have to do?
So like in the beginning, they gave us like an orientation of where everything was placed at, where this was, where that was. And then they kind of like, I didn't know this, but they inspected what we was wearing. So you had to wear a white shirt, black dress pants, black dress shoes, a tie. And then I'm sitting there and I was like, yeah, I think I got everything right. Yeah, I think I do.
You didn't know they were going to do that.
No, I didn't. It came like by surprise. So then they had brought us in, like 2, 3 at a time, and we had to set a table, and it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. It was like, yeah, I've been practicing this for a while, so I got it. We had to do like napkin folds. We did 4 napkin folds. I did those, got those out the way. It was cool. Then came the omelet. Now, I was a little nervous because I was the last one to get up there and do it. So I did it, and I kind of was up there, and it's like the judges are like hawking you down. It's like it's like they're like not saying anything.
You
it's
made
just
it?
Like,
You made the omelet at the table?
yeah, I had to make that.
Oh.
No, it was kind of like a little workstation, but it was like, portable, like fire type of stove thing. Yeah, so had to make it right there in front of them.
And did you have different toppings that every people would want to add, or they give it to you straight? What was the deal?
It was like make your own type of thing. So like at first I was a little undecided while I was practicing, like, oh, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put that, because like I have to make my own, but it has to be, flavors have to be well balanced and stuff like that. So I was making it, and then it was like, you got to talk them through what you're doing. So it's kind of hard to like,
dude, that's
do
great.
it. And then I was like, I look down and look back up, and then like staring at me, and then it's like, so I had to kind of like, break out of there. I was asking, little questions and stuff like that.
So you had to go on, which is interactive.
Had to go on. Yeah, so
that's cool.
I was asking like icebreaker questions, like,
brilliant.
Oh, where did you come from, or like, where did you travel to, or what do you do? Kind of, ease the tension.
Yeah, but
Keyair,
that's the beauty of why you're talented in who you are. There's people in the world that cannot figure out what you figured out under pressure. And that's the beauty of when you come to MCTS or you join in SkillsUSA, you're placed in those situations that you're going to run into as a functioning adult, and you're going to be really good at what you do, but you're gifted naturally to think through that and then execute. And that's what makes you a champion.
Yeah. There's people who probably can't talk you through their shoe tying when they're doing it.
Yeah.
So that really is a skill.
And that's something that you would have never experienced. It's funny, before you came in, we were talking, and it's like, it's a once in a lifetime. It's food. You were in essence, for our listeners, you were as if you're on a Food Network challenge for being a professional waiter. I mean, literally, that's what it was. And that's the neat thing about SkillsUSA. That could have been for carpentry, accounting, medical terminology, all these different things. And you succeeded in your area and your discipline and career study.
P.S. I was a very good waiter, Keyair. I never had to make an omelet for anybody. I let the guys in the kitchen do that.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's really, really cool.
Yeah. So the next phase for our listeners to know is Keyair's going to be, he's second in the state, and he is able to represent our state against all 50 others in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands.
Where's the contest?
Atlanta, Georgia. He's going down with Mr. McKinney, male chaperone, and Keyair, all expenses paid. A 5-star hotel in the Olympic Village.
Hello.
Oh, it's going to be an incredible opportunity. We can't wait for the pictures, and we'll give everybody a follow-up, and we'll let everybody know how things turned out.
Hopefully at the hotel they have an omelet station, and you can step in there and show them how to do it.
You can say, excuse me, do you know who I am? I'm the
Keyair, congratulations on Johnson & Wales.
Thank you.
We're very, very lucky and blessed to have you as part of our school. Thanks for being here, and good luck. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you.
Lightning in a bottle, Keyair. Wow, what a great guest. Wasn't he awesome?
Amazing. I felt like the old Memorex commercial, again, dating ourselves.
I was going to say the same thing.
No,
with the wind,
yes,
where it's going
with the guy
back.
sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like in this episode.
We look like that, where we're all wind blown and blown out of the water because he did such a good job.
Here's how cool, just seeing what we see. How many times do we see a guy or a girl come here and say, hey, I thought I was going to do this, I'm interested in being in that, or they're in the program they're interested in, and they do phenomenally well and get plugged into a career-based internship, and it's lighting a fuse on a firecracker and just watching a beautiful fireworks display.
Yep, absolutely.
That's how you do it.
What a great success story. What a nice person Keyair is. We're lucky to have him.
And then all that stuff we got going on, Orfe.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Tons of excitement.
Yes, the wheels are in motion. The train is way beyond leaving the station. It's almost back.
It's liberating. It's freeing.
Mr. Nash, I want to thank you. We've got a couple of more episodes left this year. The video episode's coming up soon.
Stop the presses.
Coming up soon. When we have that CTE luncheon, we're going to be talking with a couple of different counselors. Maybe we'll get some video equipment out there. It's going to be big, big, big. Stay with us.
So there's going to be a visual part of this podcast.
Visual component, video podcast coming soon.
I can't wait.
So
Producer Nick, he's very excited.
Keep listening. Keep tuning in. And
We're going to break it.
keep your ear to the ground. Keep reaching for the stars.
Oh, my God. Casey Kasem. Oh, my God. I love it.
Big thanks, of course, to our producer and heart and soul of the entire operation, Nick MacGyver-Sikowski. And I'd also like to remind all of our listeners to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, new platform for us.
What?
Pinterest. And guess what? TikTok coming at you.
TikTok videos from MCTS are coming.
We're going to put our toe in the TikTok water and see what happens.
We're going to crush it.
Yes. Well, what else? With Nick MacGyver-Sikowski behind the wheel of that whole ship, how could we do anything but crush
To
it?
think 4 years ago, this thing just started out with, hey, you guys want to do a podcast? Dr. Schneider, our former superintendent, amazing woman. She's like, why don't you guys do a podcast? And from here, now we're going to have TikTok videos.
Yep.
Incredible.
Very, very exciting.
Incredible.
Who would have thunk it? Lots of students featured in all of these things, of course. Check out our YouTube channel, speaking of videos and students featured. Lots of great content from teachers, staff, faculty,
Success stories.
students, lots of student stuff and success stories, including Keyair Mims, of course. Big thanks to him. Please share this podcast with a friend. Continue to listen, like it, subscribe. Give us a nice review. We could use it on the iTunes platform. 5 stars only, please. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. And
Spotify, we're a
Spotify, Google Play, all those platforms. It's out there. Share it with a friend. Keep people listening. And
Either way, you can't go wrong.
yes, exactly. And last but certainly not least, go to our website, www.mcts.edu. Not much room in those programs now, so if you're going to apply, you might be too late.
Is
But,
there any program that is, top,
I might squeeze you in somewhere, so go ahead and apply.
Just apply.
But
Just
then
apply.
I'll give you a call and we'll find a spot for you somewhere.
It's awesome.
Just like here. Wanted one, got another, killing it, going on to Johnson and Wales. All right. So I think we've reached the end. On behalf of myself, Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, and my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash, this is Mr. Orfe inviting you to discover your passion
And unlock your future.